Hey, hello everybody, welcome back to Resident Evil. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 3. What in the world? Oh my god, you guys, alright. I'm hurting right now, you guys. My hands are really sore right now. My brain has had a little too much today, I think. Okay, so we got all these done. They're all done. Oh my god. I just finished doing the RGT like about a half an hour ago. I made myself a fresh coffee, sat down and friggin' breathed for a few seconds. But one thing that I did for you guys was actually saved my replays for the last 3 of those time trials. So that I know there's going to be some people out there that are like, oh man, you just did some fucking glitchy blah 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 gook, right? Because nobody believes that anybody can actually do this shit anymore. Everybody just, you know, with the way the gaming industry has become, it's like you can't really take anybody at their word anymore, and I get that, right? So, well, here's my proof. Eat a dick. So this is me setting the gold lap time. Actually, there is a better way to do this. Hold on. I'm trying to get it so that we can see my ghosty and the developer that we were trying to beat. I think we could do it in here. Alright, so let's load our best lap replay as a ghosty. I believe we can do it like this. And then watch the demo. So, I just need to wait one moment to see if my ghost is there. Yes, it is. Okay, so the ghost is me, and the actual car itself is Mr. K. Takayama. Alright, so this is me versus Takayama. Takayama is one of the developers in this game, and the solid car, as I said, is Takayama, and the ghost car that you can kind of see through is me. So this is how hard this test actually is. See, I'm just a couple of feet inside Takayama. He gets a really nice heading on that inside corner there. I had a hard time actually besting him there on that corner. This test took me about, maybe about 30 tries, 30 to 35, I'd say. This turn right here was an absolute nightmare and had me super pissed off for like the longest time. You can see he catches me a little bit there, gains a little bit of distance back. Right here I hit it real nice. He comes kind of wide, I come slender to the corner, which gives me that nice gravity right there, boom. And we match up right here. I'm walking on the outside, he's got that inside line. I'm trying to keep as much speed as I possibly can right here, which is why I'm kind of not on a proper line. I'm off-center from my line. Now, right here is an interesting moment, because I do a very crappy bounce there, and he gets an early moment to brake, but then I tap my e-brake right there. E-brake. And you can see me, bam, right there. That's the beauty of the e-brake in Rally, Gran Turismo 3. And you can see now I've definitely got a car length on him, sucked on the inside of that corner like nobody's business. He actually comes around slender on the inside of me, and we come bumper to bumper through the line. And that was about, like I said, about 30, maybe 30 to 35 attempts. So that one was very difficult and hurt me quite a bit. Oh man. I am in the zone right now though. If you guys are wondering, like, I am in the fucking zone. Like, my brain is literally just functioning on Gran Turismo 3, and that is it right now. Because I've just been playing this game for like the last 5 hours. In between filming the first episode in this one, yeah, almost 5 hours have gone by. So, I'm a little sore right now. I'm a little tired is what I am. Ghost 9? Oh, Trial 9. So, you can see here in this event, we net ourselves a 159.093 against Mr. T. Kagaya's 159.459. So we can watch here. Let's see how this played out. This one's very difficult. it's not as difficult as the Subaru one, but this one will really piss you off because it's hard to get all of these turns properly. So what you're seeing here is Kagaya's in the solid, and I am the ghost. The one that you can see through is me. So this is me versus developer Kagaya. Look at how nice he is on the corners. It's really hard to get all of these corners right. There's like 38 corners on this track, and you have to do them all perfectly in order to get that gold time, right? So you can see he definitely bests me on the last one here, but I take it really slender into that corner there and get a nice, decent run. He actually loses me for quite a bit, and I just sort of make the miraculous comeback at the end, because that's the type of gamer I am. If you guys watch all of my content, I am that type of gamer that, you know, you can start kicking my ass and you'll start kicking my ass, but then once I start to get like low health or something, I transform into a totally different person, and I'm like, raw, you know what I mean? And I just end up pulling a victory right out of my booty cheeks. You can see here I get a really nice run up here. I stress out third gear into fourth. You can see I get a nice shift right there. I come a little bit wide here, so I get all the way the hell back over to make that big gliding turn. And I best him right there by holding a little bit more speed than he does. He actually gets a good run right, I believe it's right here on this turn. He gets a nice run on me here. I mess up a little bit there, come wide, slide out, lose a lot of speed, and he's basically got me right here. My heart was pumping, beating like crazy right here, you guys. My heart was just blasting at this moment, because I knew I was within, you know, very close to getting that time, but I knew I was a little bit behind as well. You can see me really eat that corner there. He goes a little wide. Kagaya almost touches the wall, loses a bit of traction there. I end up taking the whole shot down the chicane for the victory out here on Tahiti Road. Unbelievable finish, you guys. I leaped up when I actually finished this event. I was like, yes! Because this took about 40 tries, but again, this one's actually kind of fun, to be honest with you. Whereas the Impreza one is really just a pain in the ass, because you feel like you can't gain any time while you're doing the Impreza one. You feel like you're doing as best as you can, and there's just no way you could do better. But you're still a full second and a half off, right? So you're like, where the hell am I supposed to find a second and a half? And then you just have the amazing, this is the event I'm talking about, you just have an amazing run, and somehow you just end up finding that second and a half somewhere, and it just ends up happening for you, and you just eventually pop that first place, right? You just keep beating your ghost. Ghostity ghost. Ghost of the most. So, this one is actually Mr. Kazunori Yamauchi himself. And if you don't know, Kazunori Yamauchi is actually the producer of Gran Turismo. He always has been. He's literally the guy that made Gran Turismo from beginning to end. And in real life, he is actually a race car driver as well in real life. He doesn't just make video games. This man is actually a race car driver, and that was his inspiration for making Gran Turismo. He wanted people to be able to feel exhilaration and to be you know, laugh and have a great time driving some of the greatest cars in the world. He wanted people to share that feeling with him, because that's the feeling that cars gave him, right? He had a very special relationship with cars, and you know, me being a car guy myself, I fully understand. So you can see that the name of this replay was called Bragging Rights, and that's because if you can actually beat this event, you can call yourself one of the best Gran Turismo drivers on the goddamn planet, because this, right here, is actually the hardest thing that you can do in any Gran Turismo. I don't give a shit what you say. This is the hardest thing to do in Gran Turismo, period. Not just in Gran Turismo 3. In any Gran Turismo, this is king. So you're going to see the solid car here is Mr. Kazunori Yamauchi, and the ghost car is going to be yours truly. Oh, the complex string, you guys. This is a nightmare to actually finish this. Not even just to finish a lap, I swear to God. Not to get the gold, but just to finish a goddamn lap. So the ghost is me, solid is Mr. Kazunori. Kazunori-san. So I get a really nice hole shot off him on corner number 1, which is what you really need. I touch my brakes there. He does not, but you can see Mr. Kazunori, he seems to be driving with a wheel and pedals. As you can see by his movements are very smooth, so it's extremely hard to actually beat him in this event. If you're using a controller, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a hard time. So right here, he loses a bit of traction here and comes very skinny to the corner. See that? Very skinny to the corner. I use the whole track, touching them stickies all the way, just behind him by a couple of car lengths. And this is an interesting spot right here, because you can come pretty high up on those ramps there. You can see me, watch me, I really put my tires up into that corner, right? I'm trying not to get the fail. See, I almost caught a fail there, slipped out a little bit. Now, doing this test to try to get gold, I can tell you right now, you can make one tiny little mistake and still catch that gold. Mr. Kazunori slows down quite a bit to make that series right there. I end up capitalizing on that, but then touch my brakes right there and lose a bit of traction. Kazunori seems to use all throttle control and steering wheel control because, like I said, he is literally a race car driver in real life, so he knows what he is doing a lot more than I do. You can see his movements are much more smooth. However, he kind of locks up his brakes a little bit, I find, and that's only because he is using a steering wheel and pedals, whereas I am obviously using a controller. So you can see here, Mr. Kazunori knows exactly where he needs to be. I'm a little bit off my line, so I come to the left. I need extra braking than him because, like I said, Mr. Kazunori knows exactly where he needs to be. We end up coming out nice and even out of this corner here, and then this is where it gets interesting, because this is where this track starts to get extremely difficult. You can see there I threw it to the side in order to toss my gravity so that I could make this corner properly, because that corner right there is a very difficult one to make. You'll spin out like a friggin' 100 times trying to make that corner. This car is very difficult to drive. I'll say that right now. This is an extremely difficult car to drive. You can see Mr. Kazunori here has masterful control over his vehicle going around these corners. Watch how he does these corners right here, you guys. Look at that. And me, I'm coming out wide and stuff like that. Here's where I start to, I kind of put myself in the zone here. I sat forward on my couch at this moment here. I sat forward on my couch, and I began to really focus because I realized that I was up on my Ghost by quite a bit of time. So I knew I had a hot lap going, so I was really, really paying attention here. He taps the grass a little bit here. I make sure not to touch the grass on the last remaining corner so that I have a nice big shot. I'm going a little bit faster than Mr. Kazunori right now. Mr. Yamauchi simply knows where he needs to be. You can see I was all the way off on the far side while he was in the center. And this is a very hard portion of the track here. He loses control right here over brakes. Locks up his brakes just slightly, manages to gain control because he is a true master. You see, it's very hard to make these corners. I capitalize right here by staying on my gas pedal right here. I stay on my gas pedal. I lose a little bit of traction there, but I still stay on my gas pedal. Hold that speed down as much as I goddamn can. Bring it all the way the hell out. I'm hard braking there. I lock up my tires a little bit there, but I capitalize by tapping my e-brake again, you guys. Right there. Come out a little bit, just off of his rear bumper. I realize where I am on the track, so I come back to the left. Here we go into one of the final corners. This is an important corner on the track because you can carry a hell of a lot of speed right there. I downshift, tap that e-brake, capitalize, and me and Mr. Kazunori are very equal going into the last series of corners of the complex string section. He slightly outbrakes me here, but then comes slender on the corner right there and loses a bit of traction on the whole shot, and we come out even once again. You can see Kazunori just has a little bit more skill than I do on that steering wheel, but I am a little bit more brazen than he is, and I hold my gas pedal down, baby. And as I pull out here on the final turn, I use every inch of the track, where you can see Mr. Kazunori slightly locked up his brakes on the final corner there, allowing me to capitalize and just be a few car lengths in front of him, going through the line. And right here was a huge celebration that I just had myself. No more than almost an hour ago now, about 45 minutes ago. I just had my big celebration beating Mr. Yamauchi. That is a truly astounding race to actually complete. See, it's a long time, right? It's almost 5 minutes. So that's 5 minutes of perfection that you need, you understand? Like, if a license test is only 12 seconds, man, that's such an easy test to get gold on. It's only 12 seconds long. Whereas a test that's 5 friggin' minutes long, like, god damn, when you fail, it hurts you inside. It really does. You get to like 4 minutes and then you go off the track and fail, and it's like, oh, bro. You know what I mean? It's heartbreaking, it really is. So you can see here, we are in simulation mode now, and we are about to get this game actually underway here. Go down to our game status. We are 1.9% complete. No wins, no races, nothing on the clock, except for we have one vehicle worth $2 million, and that's because, as I said, the prize vehicle for getting gold on all of those time trials is actually the Panoz Esperante GTR1, which is not one of the best race cars in this game, but if it's the first car that you have in this game, holy crap! Better than a friggin' 8.6 or a Mazda Miata, I could tell you that. Oh shit. So we're in our Panoz Esperante, oopsie daisy. And we have 18 grand left over. If I remember correctly, the only thing that we could buy for this car is the NA tune-up for 14. You already have all of your tires, don't you, my love? No, she does not have all of her tires. So, well, racing mediums are still going to be better than friggin' stock tires in the first events in this game. So, one thing that you can go ahead and do is spend your 18 grand on this $14,000 upgrade if you want. I am actually not going to. The first thing I'm going to do is actually tune this car, because it needs to be tuned. Whoopsie daisy, Alright, is it, That's negative, is it not? Trying to remember my toe. I'm pretty sure it's negative, damn it. We'll go 5 because we don't have the turbo in it yet. Oldies 1310. Just wake up our differential a little bit more. I like to actually have my differential like wide awake. And we will run at 35, maxing out at about 189 miles per hour. Or no, we don't have the turbo kit. We will max out at about 164 miles per hour. Turn off ACM, and we'll go level 3 for TC. I do not like stability in this game. And there we go. This car is now tuned for my specifications. Most of that stuff I'll be doing it off camera, but oh well. So here's our Panoz Esperante custom tune. You can see it's a little bit lower to the ground now because I dropped it to the floor, baby. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves some nice Falcon racing rims. No? Maybe not. Maybe we'll grab ourselves some nice Rays. Maybe not. Maybe we'll grab ourselves some nice Yokohamas, the greatest goddamn tire company in the world. Kind of digging those. Yeah, those are pretty nice. I like those. Match the car. Alright, so we got some nice rims for our Panoz Esperante. Isn't that amazing, you guys? You can actually start this game with a Panoz Esperante. Man, when I found that out, I immediately put this game into my PlayStation, turned it on, and did all the... went and did all those time trials, man, just to see if it actually would give you the car, because I was actually doubting it when, it was a friend of mine that told me about that. He's like, you know, you can get a Panoz Esperante just from beating all the time trials? I was like, what? Alright, so license B1. Easiest way to... Oh no, we're not going for golds. What am I doing? I'm so used to doing that. We're not going for golds on the licenses. Look at that, you guys. Volkswagen Beetle. Ooh, wee, slow me down. We're going too fast, you guys. I don't know if I can do this. Oh my god, 60, 70, holy crap. I've never seen a car so fast. 18.4 quarter mile. There's probably some people that can run faster than that. A little early. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. At least the brake, I gotta say, the brakes on this car, phenomenal. You know what I mean? Here, let's stress second a little bit. We shouldn't have stressed second, we actually over-revved there. Looks like the Beetle has no running room in the RPM range. And yes, we are playing in automatic, but I kind of drive semi-automatic because I use my R2 a lot. I hold my R2 down a lot to stress gears. So I'm technically driving in manual. Just sometimes when I forget. Ashtona. Can't we just go to the next one? That's right, we actually have to exit it. Oh, that's right, the menus in this game are super fast. Ooh, Viper, you guys. Now, I'll start talking about the benefits of the Paynos Esperante from the beginning of this game. So, obviously, you're starting the game with a Paynos Esperante. So, and the Esperante can enter quite a few races in this game and win a lot of those races very easily. So the beginning of this game just kind of goes by a hell of a lot faster than it normally would. Not to mention that after you're done doing all of the races that the Paynos Esperante is capable of doing, one thing that's really nice is that it's actually worth $500,000, right? So you can sell it. After you're done doing all of the races that it is good for, you sell it. And make yourself 500 grand. And then you can, go and buy other cars. Start actually playing the game really fast. I'm really underestimating the brakes of the cars in this game right now. 800, 900. Centrifugal force stop? No. You know what the easiest thing is to do? To get golds on these guys? Watch this. So you watch the demo. Bring up, where's telemetry? Oh, that's right, you can't see telemetry in Gran Turismo 3. If you watch very carefully where he hits his brakes. This is how you get gold on these tests, like, instantaneously. Demonstrations, you guys. We got 600, 700, and 800. He brakes just after the 850 line, just before the actual painted number 900 on the ground. So, watching him do it, that is the gold time. When you watch the demonstrations, you guys probably know this, but that is the gold time that you are seeing. So if you try to hit your brakes at roughly the exact same spot that he did, chances are you'll get that gold. At least you'll pass the test is what you'll do. So, jabba. Stop! So we were barely off there. Caught the silver. Why is there no, race BGM? Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Replay BGM, I can leave that off. We've turned off all the music. Yeah, why is there no music? There we go. I was like, what the hell's going on? There's no music. Gotta have my little license test music. And if you guys are wondering, I do drive in this view here for actual gameplay, but for some of the license tests, it's easier to put it into this view here, because, I mean, you can just see exactly where the car is on the track. And no, that driving line sucks ass, so if you really want golds in Gran Turismo 3, do not mess with that driving line. because it's not an active... Yeah, it's not an active driving line, so you don't necessarily actually want to follow Gran Turismo's driving line. Hey! Hey! Hold on, you guys. Hey! Stop it! Jeez. My dog's fucking licking the couch. S2000, you guys, let's go. Honda. Well, like I said, no, we're not going for golds or anything like that. We already have a Panos Esperante. We don't really need to go set golds. And if you guys saw my world record video, if you guys saw my world record video yet, you'll see that I obviously have gotten all the golds on the license test. The license tests on Gran Turismo 3 are actually the easiest license tests in all of Gran Turismo. Did you guys know that? Easiest. It's not amazing to get all gold on all of the licenses in Gran Turismo 3. It's amazing to get them all in Gran Turismo 1 and 2, that's for sure. If you have all golds in Gran Turismo 1 and 2, holy crap, dude, you are something else. Like, I have a profile with all the golds on Gran Turismo 2, but I do not have a profile with all the golds on Gran Turismo 1, and that is not for lack of trying. I won't lie to you, I have tried. And even with the abilities as a Gran Turismo 3 player that I possess, I actually cannot get gold on a few of those tests. There's like 3 of them that are, like, absolutely impossible. Like, I have trouble just hitting the silver. Always love the music in the menu music in Gran Turismo has always been king. B6, you guys, and a Mazda Miata. This would be the car that some people would end up buying at the beginning of this game. Or no, I think this is the newer Mazda Miata, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. This is the car, if you get all golds, if you get all gold medals on the B license, you get this car for free. This very car right here. I believe it's actually even in the same color. But yeah, if you choose to start a profile on Gran Turismo 3, most people decide to go and get the gold license for the B license, and that way, whoa, that was not good at all. Yeah, most people go and try to get all the golds on the B license so that they can start the game with a Mazda Miata and $18,000, which is not a bad way to start the game. I just prefer to do it with the time trial way because I'm actually able to beat them, which is a horn that you can actually toot, as I said. If you can beat that last time trial, you are damn good at Gran Turismo. You can put that little... You can stamp that little award on your chest, because honestly, you've earned it if you can beat that test. Like, you actually have earned it if you can beat that test. You can go around and tell people, like, yo, bro, I'm literally, like, one of the best players in that game, period. One of the best people to ever pick up the controller and play the game, because that is an astoundingly difficult thing to do. Seems simple going into it, especially, like, once you complete your first lap of the final time trial on Complex String in the Rough RGT. Once you complete your first lap, it gives you confidence, right? So you have that confidence riding through, but man, does that confidence ever fade away quickly when you realize that, you know, this isn't going to be easy. This is going to take a lot of tries and a lot of attempts to actually finish. And once again, this is a license test, this one right here, with the Skyline on Trial Mountain. This is a test that is actually in every single Gran Turismo. This section, Trial Mountain, in this car, This test is in every single Gran Turismo. Isn't that cool, you guys? Literally starting from the first one all the way up. They always put this test in. And this, if you're trying to get all golds in this game, this is going to be the one that kind of stops you a little bit. You'll get all 9 of the other ones, or I think there's 10, right? 10 tests? Or there's 8 tests, whatever. You'll get all the other golds except for this one. And then this one will drive you absolutely up the friggin' wall. Now, you can see that I have done this test probably a few thousand times. We're not going to get the gold here, that's not what I'm saying. But you can see that I just kind of drive through this test. Because I've done it so many times. But all of these license tests, really. I absolutely love this game. Hell yeah. Got our B license, you guys. We're finally legally allowed to drive our Penos Esperante. But we are at 31 minutes. So, as always, I shall say thank you for coming out and watching this episode of Gran Turismo 3. You guys, do me a favor. Leave a like on the video, maybe subscribe to the channel. Other than all that, I friggin' love you, and I wish you the total best. Hope you guys have a freaking awesome rest of your day. You can see our game status there, you guys. Oh, B license. Yeah, man, freaking love you guys. Wish you guys total best. Hope you guys have a freaking awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode. So have it good. Bye. Bye.